The figure shows three conducting spherical shells A, B and C of radii R, 2R and 3R. The shell B is earthed and A and C are given charges Q and 2Q respectively. Find the charges appearing on all the surfaces of A, B and C. So this problem is actually based on the distribution of the charges on the surfaces of the conducting bodies. So now let us first write down the charges that are given on the surface of the spheres. The sphere A carries a charge Q and the sphere C carries a charge 2Q and the sphere B is earthed. Now let us see how the charges on the surface of the spheres can be found out. Since the sphere A does not have any charge within it, inside the sphere A there is no charge. Therefore, all the charges given to the sphere A should be distributed on the outer surface. So on the charge Q that I have given to that we have given to the shell A will be distributed on the outer surface of A. Now if you consider a Gaussian surface passing through the material of the shell B, let us draw it here. So this is our shell B. This is a spherical shell. So let us give it some thickness. Now let me draw a Gaussian surface through this. So this is our Gaussian surface. So this Gaussian surface is drawn through a conductor. You know that there is no electric field inside a conductor under static condition, and further this sphere is not given any charge. Therefore the net charge inside this conductor should be 0. On this conductor should be 0. But already there is a charge Q which is on the surface of A and A is enclosed within B. So a charge equal to minus Q should appear on the inner surface of B. So here you have a charge minus Q, and let us assume that the charge that is appearing on the outer surface of B, let it be Q dash. Then the inner surface of C should have a charge of minus Q dash, and outer surface should now have a charge of 2Q plus Q dash. So now we have, see, whatever charge is given to the conductor, that should remain as a constant after the redistribution of the charges. So for the conductor C, you had given a charge of 2Q initially. Now if you add the charges on both the surfaces of the conductor C, you will get the same charge that was given to it at the beginning. The inner surface has a charge minus Q, outer surface has a charge 2Q plus, inner surface has a charge minus Q dash, sorry, this is Q dash. So this should be minus Q dash, not minus Q. Therefore this should be 2Q plus Q dash. So this is minus Q dash plus 2Q plus Q dash, which will be equal to 2Q itself. And 2Q was the charge given to the conductor C, spherical shell C, to begin with. Now it is mentioned that the sphere B is earthed. You know that potential of earth and earth connected bodies is 0. So let us now write down the potential of B. So the charges that contribute to the potential of B are the charge Q on the outer surface of A, the charge minus Q on the inner surface of B, charge Q dash on its outer surface, the charges minus Q dash and 2Q plus Q dash appearing on the inner and outer surfaces of the spherical shell C. Now let us sum all this to find the net potential of B, which should be equal to 0 because the sphere is grounded. So let us write the potential 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. This should be Q by, what is the radius of A? The radius of A is R, but we are calculating the potential of B. Therefore, as far as the a point on the surface of the sphere B is concerned, it is an external point for the charge on the surface of A. So the potential depends on the distance. So this is divided by 2R. 2R is the distance to any point on the surface of B from the center of A. So if you measure the distance to any point on the surface of B from the center of A, this will be equal to 2R. Therefore, potential is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by 2R plus. Now we have to consider the charges on the surface of B itself, which are minus Q and Q dash. So the radius of B is 2R. For points on the surface, of a conducting sphere, the potential depends only on the radius. So this is q dash. First we write minus q divided by 2r inner surface, then outer surface q dash by 2r. So that completes the potential on surface of B due to the charges on itself. Now let us look at the sphere C. What are the charges? The charges are minus q dash and 2q plus q dash. And regarding a point on the surface of B, for the sphere C, it is an internal point. So the potential again depends on the radius of C. So this will be minus q dash divided by 3r plus 2q plus q dash divided by 3r. So that gives us the net potential on the surface of B, any point on the surface of B. So this is your potential on the surface of B, which is VB. Now we know that since the sphere is earthed, since this is earthed, the potential on the surface of B should be 0 because it is a earthed conductor. So this VB should be 0. So let us write VB equal to 0. That is, upon putting this expression 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q by 2r minus q by 2r plus q dash by 2r minus q dash by 3r plus 2q plus q dash by 3r equal to 0, and solving we will get q dash as minus 4 by 3 q. So simplification will give you q dash as minus 4 by 3 q. So that is the charge appearing on the outer surface of B. See, look at the diagram. On the outer surface of B, we have marked the charge as q dash. So that is what we have obtained now. So q dash is now minus 4 by 3 q. Now we have to find the charge on the outer surface of C, which is according to what we have written here, it is 2q plus q dash. Let us look at the diagram again. The charge on the outer surface of C is 2q plus q dash. So substituting for q dash, you will get the charge on the outer surface of C as 2q plus q dash, which is 2q minus 4 by 3q, that is equal to 2 by 3q. So that is the charge on the outer surface of C. Now let us write the charges on all the 6 surfaces. That is, on each surface of A, B and C. There are 2 surfaces for the spherical shells. So on the inner surface of A, the charge is 0, and on the outer surface of A, the charge is q. On the inner surface of B, the charge is minus q, and on the outer surface of B, that is minus 4 by 3 q. Similarly, on the inner surface of C, the charge is 4 by 3 q, and on its outer surface, it is 2 by 3 q. So those are our charge distributions.